Okay, this is what happens when people have problems that they do not solve. And that is what we were talking about in this week's live show. I don't want you going, ah! I want you going, yes, I have a solution. And that's what we're going to cover. Okay, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Una Doyle. I'm the founder of creativeflow.tv, where you will find great videos just like this one, and articles and tips and all sorts of resources that you need to make sure that you have got a creative business where you get to do work that you're proud of profitably. Okay, so let's get into what the topic of today's call is. And it's a quote that you can use when you apply it in a smart way to solve pretty much any problem that you have, okay? And it's something that I use a lot with people. So you might be thinking, what is this quote? Quite simply, it is, what's in the way is the way. Have you ever heard of it? What's in the way is the way. So instead of tearing your hair out with a problem, you know, you can actually look at the problem in a different way to find the solution. So let me give you an example of this. One of the clients that I'm working with, and actually this is a problem that applies to a lot of creative businesses and freelancers right now. And it's the issue of, you know, a massive amounts of low-priced competition coming from emerging markets. So how do you actually get to compete with these emerging markets when they're offering the same thing as you but at a way lower price? Okay, it creates a different expectation with your clients, you know, when you are being compared with them. So, and this is something a lot of people will talk to me about, and particularly when I'm talking about raising their prices, because, you know, I've been talking to a lot of people about that in the last few weeks, and this is because I have a great free resource for you, which I will tell you about at the end, and I'll drop a link in the comments for you. So what you're going to be able to do with this is to be able to look at the problem in a different way. So you can't avoid it. You cannot ignore it. You've got to actually deal with it head on. But looking at it, what is actually the real issue here? What is it that is the main problem? What is it that's getting in the way? Because that's what you need to be addressing. So the issue really boils down to being perceived as a commodity. Okay, so this is what happens if you have lots of competition and they're all low priced, and you are finding that you're getting pushback from clients because they're saying, oh, well, no, that's too expensive, or I can get this cheaper over here. Then it's because you're being viewed as a commodity. And maybe you even view yourself as that without even realizing it. Yeah, I know that you have got great stuff, amazing stuff that you can be doing in your creative work and in your business that is going to help you to stand out from the crowd in a way that is very productive and that is very much a part of you and who you are and what you bring of yourself to your business or your freelancing. So it's not about you looking to sell out, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. It's about standing out without selling out and not being viewed as a commodity. So how do you actually do that? Well, if you don't want to be a commodity, then you need to offer something that those people who are offering commodity work don't offer, okay? And sometimes it is about bringing new things into your offering. Sometimes it's actually about taking things out. Sometimes it's about, you know, really understanding that when you focus in on a particular client and a particular pain, then you can really understand how to, you know, convey to them that you can solve that problem. Okay, and this is the difference between, I mean, I had somebody message me this week on LinkedIn who said, well, I'm a video editor, I can't raise my prices, I already charge towards the high end of the market, and if I raise them anymore, then I'm going to lose work. But there were some other things that he said that made me go, well, actually, this guy is, because he was talking about pricing by the hour for one thing, and if you're doing that, you definitely need to get this free guide, okay? It's called the #1 surefire strategy to raise your prices without pushback, okay? So I'll drop that link in the comments so that you can go and get that. It's no charge, and it's just a PDF that will help you to make the mindset shifts and the practical steps that you need to take in order to raise your prices. But the great thing is about taking this approach, it isn't just about raising your rates. It's not about raising your hourly rate or raising your day rate. It's about how do you actually change the way that you are structuring what you do and how you present that to your clients in a way that they are going to really appreciate and value much more. Okay, so go and check that out. And that's exactly what, quite a few people that I'm working on, it's about doing this. So the problem is being seen as a commodity, and the way to get around that is to what do you need to do to be seen to be of higher value than those who are just offering what you do as a commodity. Do you get it? So do you have, what is it that is your problem that you can apply this quote to? Okay, drop that into the comments and I would love to answer that, okay? So, and there's one other example that I want to give, okay, which is about people who are actually getting in their own way. So, and look, I have experienced this. I experienced it myself today. And sometimes people think, oh, well, you're doing this and you have these videos and these blogs and, you have everything sorted. That's not the case. I am on an ongoing journey of business and professional growth, just like you are. And so, when there are things coming up, when you are the one that is in your way, then please don't just give up. Don't just go, oh, well, that's just the way I am. Don't go, I'm going to deny that and squash it down with whatever your, choice of addiction is, whether it's alcohol, drugs, TV, food, exercise. There are all sorts of ways that we can be in denial. So make sure that you're actually looking at that if you're the one that is actually getting in your own way. Because, as the quote says, what's in the way is the way. So take steps to look at that and to be open to going on your own personal development journey. Okay, so I am going to wrap it up there. Have you found today's episode valuable? If so, please share this out to your creative peers, because I am on a mission to help creatives to really be able to get their work out there in a big way, to be able to do work that they're proud of, to have the mind space and the time to be able to do that and to be able to do all of this profitably. Okay, I don't believe in this starving artist in the attic garret myth. That's a load of rubbish, okay? So I don't want you buying into any of that stuff. So please share this out, like, comment, let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. This show is on every Wednesday, 4:30 p.m. GMT, 11:30 a.m. EST. So I will see you next week. Have a fantastic time. And remember, grab yourself your copy of the Raise Your Prices guide, and what's the problem that you have? Drop it in the comments and I will come back and I will maybe be able to give you a different perspective on it. Okay, have a fantastic week. Bye.